in the clubs.
You was in the club? No, nigga, you supposed to take those off.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I ain't feel like it.
This guy here, yo, fashion statement and shit.
Your ass be all up under that motherfucking shit. Just
Where'd you go?
Let's see. I went to Lotus, but I got out of that bitch real quick. There's nothing but Spanish niggas in there.
Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah.
I didn't know Friday nights they'd be Spanish nigga night. I didn't know that. So I went. I went to this other one called what does that say? Bridgers.
Bridgers? I've heard of Bridgers.
It was popping in there.
I don't know if I've been in Bridgers. What is that?
Another club, pretty much.
No, I know that, but I'm saying as far as
I went to Westport.
Oh, it's in Westport.
Yeah,
Bridgers is Westport.
It's really like right down the street, across the street from Insomnia Cookie and Pickleman's.
It's across the. Oh, the wooden one.
Yeah, it looks like a bar.
It used to be Johnny Calls, but they keep changing the fucking name of this shit.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I was in that bitch.
It's Johnny Calls. The one that used to be Gusto's.
Yeah, the one that's right. That's in between Throwback and the other one.
Yeah,
and
yep.
Kelly's.
Yep.
Y'all like Kelly's?
I haven't been to Kelly's. That's an Irish bar, ain't it?
It's a white bar, but yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was pretty nice. They got good pizza and shit.
They got good pizza.
There's a lot of pieces that serve pizza on that bitch. Just like that one that's giving everybody a little basic ass sausage and cheese and shit.
I wouldn't even give them that good of a review. I just think that they were like.
You talking about Joe's?
I think so.
Oh, Kelly's.
I
say
Joe's
Joe's
the
pizza.
one that's like reliable for everybody. Get some pizza. It's like it's trash.
It's
I think that's where Kelly's even fucking get their pizza from because they're like connected.
That place is trash.
We used to get it from customers all the time on route, but
did y'all know that Kelly's actually has some kind of connection to the Underground Railroad?
Kelly's does?
Yeah.
Nah.
Hell yeah. It's some historic shit to look up.
I didn't know that.
All right.
Hell yeah. That's what's up.
All right, so.
Oh, no.
Dumb as hell, I swear.
Go ahead and
that's funny as hell. But no, so, yeah, I don't know where I was going to go with that. I was thinking of something and then just kind of just like.
You work on our introduction.
Do we need to work on the introduction? What is the introduction anymore?
Exactly.
Do we even have an introduction? Y'all creative. Y'all should come up with one.
All we doing is just talking and then, bam, it's episode this.
Yeah.
So then what should our intro be? I don't fucking know.
I wish we could do
You're creative. Think of something.
Not on the spot right now.
No, not right now. I'm saying over time, though. Think of something next week. We'll come back.
Yeah.
Get some shit. I don't know anyone that can actually do it, maybe, but I was thinking of reaching out to my cousin and seeing if he could do like a picture of us or so to do as like our picture and shit for our profile, and then probably even see if he can do us like a logo or some shit and come up with something. See what we can get popping and shit.
I need to talk to my wife friend because he be doing that shit.
Talk to him. We gotta talk to people and see. See which one we get.
Right, because he be fucking with the computers like that. So let's see, because I make programs and like
graphic design, web design.
I think so.
Well, yeah, we need call their number. We need an intro. We need a logo.
Nah, I think I got like a few
and all that shit.
A few friends like that.
It's episode 25.
25.
Episode 25, y'all. And we ain't even got a fucking intro for real. What is that?
It's facts.
But yeah, definitely. That as well as I was telling this nigga, we need more cameras and shit too. We need like 3 or 4 cameras.
So y'all can get a good
so we can get all the angles of everyone. So each of us have a camera on us.
Yeah.
So that when I cut it and chop everything, when we speak particularly ourselves, it's just the whole us and the whole fucking thing.
You ain't got to get distracted.
And then we can pan back out to that one too as well, to all 3 of us, here and there.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of editing too.
It's gonna be hell of editing, but you know what? It's cool. We'll deal with it. It is what it is.
Right. So the better quality for the.
Or we can just get for real. We just need to get someone that can do this shit. If we get someone want to come in or figure out how to do that shit, that knows we be good.
I think I might know a guy.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, we definitely need that then. We definitely need that. But yeah, if y'all didn't know, it's episode 25. Y'all jeffing with the homies. You already fucking know what's up. Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
So?
All right. So let's jump right into it. Man, some bullshit that's still going on in the fucking U.S. that come across your fucking TV screen and make you be like, what the fuck is going on?
What the fuck?
This chick, Lori Laughlin, who just got sentenced to 2 months in jail recently. gets to choose her prison that she gets to serve where she wants to go to jail at.
That bitch.
Have you seen that? Did you see that, Mel?
I saw some of that when I read that this bitch get to choose what prison she get to go to.
I had read it.
Huh?
I said I had read it, but I didn't know exactly who the fuck she was at first until he said something, and then when he said it, I was like, oh,
bullshit,
I know the whole
bro.
fucking story.
You know, I've been to jail. Nigga, I didn't get to choose where to go to jail.
You gotta be some pampered, ass kissing ass motherfucker that
definitely.
know people.
You got some
to
connections
be able
there.
To get that type of privilege to fucking do some shit like that.
Well,
I've never heard.
actually, you know what it is.
Yeah.
More than privilege.
Oh yeah.
It's payment.
Yeah.
Payment.
Man, so if y'all don't know, Lori Laughlin is a woman that paid $500,000 for fraudulent college admission for her two daughters. She tried to get them enrolled. She actually had them enrolled into USC as athletes. I think they called it crew. I think that's when they rowed the boat and shit. They
ain't even built like no
racing.
damn athletes.
Yeah, neither one of them were athletes, but $500,000 for them to get in, and now we're here. This bitch gets to choose where the fuck she gets to go to prison.
Yeah, that's just wild.
There's literally a mom in jail that got more jail time than her for literally.
Speak on that.
Like literally. So what? She lied.
She didn't
about
even
this.
bribe nobody.
Oh, she lied about her zip code. Yeah, her zip code to get her
She
kids.
just lied
Yeah, a
about,
better school.
Where she lives, just so her kids can go to a good school. That's
To
all
be
she wants.
in district.
But you gonna give her fucking 5 years for some bullshit like that?
Right.
Why
Where
she-
she
Yeah, that's
can't-
just fucked
where she
up.
can't defend or take care of that kid.
Grandma gotta do her job for the next 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
If she has that.
Oh, for her trying to provide a better life for her kid.
Yeah. That's some bullshit,
fucked
but
up.
you gonna get this bitch 2 months.
And they investigated the shit out of her to even give her 5 years.
Like
Come
lying
on
like
now.
that, that's jail time, big time, especially to like a college. Your kids don't.
Right.
I don't even think your kids will be able to go to any college for that.
No, and if you enroll her as a recruit, as like a athlete, they get benefits that other people don't get. Like me as an athlete in college, I got to eat for free.
Yep. Because
Like
they
shit
know they
like
see
that.
y'all as a gamble.
As a
good
not only a
investment.
gamble, but
It's revenue.
Yes,
That's
yes.
all it
It's
is.
revenue.
We're an asset.
You know what's so
Yeah.
fucked up though? Like in
Athletes.
colleges, they make so much money off the college players,
And the
but
college
yet
players
you
don't
can't
make
get
no money.
nothing
Man,
off of
it
And
is
if
it.
you
word.
do, you get banned from
But
school.
Yeah.
but you can still lose everything on a college scholarship, which is crazy. Like if you get injured, that shit is not insured.
Well,
Oh,
They can
yeah.
kick your ass off the team. Yeah, you could. In some cases,
'Cause you hurt.
your
Shit,
ass
what the
is
fuck?
Done.
They
Yeah,
literally look at you like a horse that can't run the track no more.
Yeah.
That's the
You
reason
gone.
why I ain't gonna lie, low key. That's the reason why I kind of just thought to myself, like I was thinking like if I was to continue playing sports, I could have had a scholarship. But then I looked at it as like what
you
people
could
see
have
you
been
as.
fucked up too.
Yeah, but after a while, I just realized people just look at you as something to use, and I'm just like,
Agreed.
I'm not fucking
Agreed.
with that. That's why I
And
stopped.
you abusing your body, especially
Exactly.
playing football
All them
players.
niggas getting concussions
Bruh.
before we even graduated.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
Speaking of one of them that got.
No, I don't like it just because I don't know if y'all ever seen that movie with the white guy that's from like what the fuck movies is he from, like the Warlock movies? That white dude from the Warlock movies. I don't know if you
From the
remember.
Warlock
It's
movies.
called Warlock. It was like an older like scary movie or
Never
some shit
seen
like
it.
I
that.
thought you was
But
Lord of the Rings.
But no, it was a movie that he was in though, where he was talking to like some black guy or so, and he was telling them that we only like you guys because of your athleticism.
Word.
And, like just all this other shit. I don't know if you've ever seen it and shit, the movie, but
I
they've
can
played
piece it.
clips of it before
Exactly.
too. Or so.
And like, I feel
And
like-
just how he broke it down was fucked up. But then the dude, what he said, rebutted back to that nigga and shit.
What'd he say?
Smashed his shit out. Well, that's why we fuck your bitches. It's that and other and shit with our big ass dicks and that
They love
nigga.
it.
she coming back for more.
Exactly, yeah. So,
obsessed.
but yeah, after that, I was like, that's really how they do think about us.
Yeah.
They don't give no fucks because
really
they just
is.
toss the money
White
like.
thing every time when the niggas be
Entertainment.
trying to unite at a fucking football game, niggas like, we don't want to see that shit, just play.
Mm-hmm.
Nigger. Pretty much. That's all it is.
I wasn't even
Fucked
gonna
up.
bring it up, but since you said nigger, I gotta say it because nigger goes back to slavery and shit. And they actually fucking they actually had a holiday, like some slaves had holiday because they couldn't. It wasn't a time for work. Like even the overseers weren't working. Everybody's not working, so
Everybody mostly drinking.
it would be time where they could be with their families. Slaves got to actually be with their families and shit.
Huh.
But they would still be watched by the white family. But then the white family would see that the black family was doing. They would play games like basically backyard football and shit. Yeah, like just running around and shit, and they noticed how talented they was, and then they encouraged. They were so entertained by it, they allowed people to do this shit, get together and run around together during these breaks, and they would just watch all the time and would cheer them on and shit about it. So it's the same shit. That's the reason why the owners get paid so much more than these fucking players, because the owners are clearly using
pretty
these men
like
as cattle and shit to do
of
something.
A slave owner, pretty much,
bro,
except with
it
athletes.
is. It is.
That method never dies.
Yeah,
it's always a different way. No matter what type of job it is, it's always somebody with that position of power.
And then like the commentators, like the black commentators, the people that become that used to be sport.
You know who I feel like that about though?
House niggas.
I don't want to say it because it's our shit, but the Chiefs owner, that nigga don't seem like he.
Oh nah, he ain't.
He don't connect with none of them motherfuckers. He don't give a fuck about any of them. Yeah, like don't give a fuck about the Chiefs.
Watching the game, he on his phone in the box.
Well, you know, it runs in his family though, his blood though. He's the same owner. It's been the same owner, I think, since the beginning of time.
No, because they've moved from. They're originally in Texas. And moved from Texas up to here and shit.
But his family is the one that's.
But they've owned it since they've been up here, I believe.
Yeah, and he don't. But his ass didn't come out at all until we started winning. Yeah, and even then he don't even show no love to like Mahomes. It don't look like it for me, bro. Nope. He ain't got no kind of.
Just like I said,
he can't.
Yeah, they ain't never. That was the first day they seen that nigga.
Yeah, bro, it was fucking
like,
pitiful.
Who's that dude?
That's the owner. What? That's him.
Like somebody's like, hey, get this lame ass nigga out of here.
Yeah, that nigga looks square as fuck. That nigga square as hell.
Like that's how did you go to rally?
Nope.
Bro,
oh yeah, I did.
Rally,
yeah,
bro,
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Because he kept talking about shit that wasn't no one interested in. Like, nigga, you're not talking about the players. No one cares about your history just because you ain't been there with the Chiefs before. We ain't seen you on the field or this, that, and other.
Right, like
wherever. Like,
was he even anywhere near that field?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Nigga, if my team won, I'd be out there popping 2 bottles.
I'm telling you, we lit. But yeah, he wasn't.
Okay.
Making it rain.
He's like, whatever, I got some plans to do some other crazy shit. Who knows?
Yeah, man. But that's crazy. That's the fucking injustice, bro, between black and white. It keeps going on so much so that Lori Laughlin can fucking choose where she go to prison. But Breonna Taylor can't even fucking get justice for being killed in her own apartment or her own house. I don't know if it was an apartment or a house.
I think it was a house.
But yeah, for a fucking no-knock warrant, that was some bullshit.
It was an apartment.
Yeah.
It was an apartment because when they shot through her apartment, they actually shot through someone else's as well too.
All right.
Yeah, they shot through somebody that had a 5-year-old kid in their house and shit. Fucking like 3 or 4 neighbors was calling the police like, yo, y'all lighting shit up over here. What the fuck is going on? Like, that's how you know that some of these no-knock warrants and shit is bullshit.
But then they even called, though, right before they went out to or say that it was a knock warrant and that they had to identify themselves, but they didn't.
Nope. Because all they doing is just like that little military shit. It's the stealth mission, pretty much.
No, they didn't even do that.
No,
they literally.
No, that's what they own.
Oh, I'm about to say they literally kicked it in.
Just kicking in doors.
He shot the one, and then they just shot that motherfucker up like some
like
fools.
It's the firing squad type of.
Right. That's what I was. Go ahead.
That's literally what it is, because it's all about these bum ass tacticians. Most of the people
they get off on that shit, bro.
Most people that's on the force are ex-military or some close to that. And these niggas got PTSD, and that explains sometimes why they're trigger happy, because they're mentally fucked up. And make it on top of that, sometimes their life outside of work ain't even that great either. These
and people also, man, they be sitting around, man. This is their opportunity to let out all of them fucking rounds, because the police is so militarized, bro. That they don't get to use a lot of the shit, all of that fucking guns and ammo they have.
How you gonna have body armor just like that, nigga? This is civilian shit. Why you got all this stuff on?
Nigga, you should only be doing that type of shit. They have shit that the army should be having all the time.
Right. I think I saw one of them rioters niggas wearing like a juggernaut suit. Like, nigga, what the fuck you got a juggernaut suit?
I seen that shit too.
Who was?
That's for a juggernaut suit.
A fucking cop was wearing
a juggernaut suit.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like on duty, nigga.
Yeah.
That, you know how much
they wild.
Nigga,
they gonna be sooner
exactly.
or later. They're gonna be like excuse me. Like you be seeing like in the future movies, they got that whole fucking one body suit and shit with the fucking stealth helmet and shit. Got the fucking heads up display in there and all that extra shit. What movie was that one that I seen? It was like some criminal hotel or some shit like that where all the criminals went to get fixed up by this doctor chick or some shit. Oh, I can't think of what the fuck it was. But it was like it was. Yeah, it was a good ass fucking movie. It was hella dope and shit.
I think we would definitely put like hella money the way since we already put hella money into the police. We would definitely start putting like shit that's compatible, like technology that's compatible with their bodies and shit, like creating super soldiers.
Oh well, they got that, and then they're gonna have what is that? The biometrics on the guns and all that shit, to where you can shoot anyone else's gun. They have that already.
Yeah, if you can actually when you go. In the police force, they have that where they go and select their guns, and it's already marked up with their fucking.
We got a guest in the building.
Mm-hmm.
With their hand, we got a guest in the building.
We got a guest in the building.
I think I know who you're talking about.
You think you know who I'm talking about?
Probably a long time.
I know, right?
A long-haired friend too.
It is. It is.
Oh well, we just gonna continue until he breaks his ass. But
we'll get him hooked up here in a second. Yeah. You know, when he gets in, he can talk if he would like. He could come. He don't have to be on camera, but we got the extra mic back there. We can plug up and hand it over to him. Mm-hmm. You know, see what he got to say. But back to this. What we talking about? Breonna Taylor. Yeah. That shit. And then just the call. The call from her
infuriating.
From her man, yeah.
No, not from her man. The fact that he's on the phone with that dispatching idiot.
Well, that's what it was her man, but the dispatch lady, the fact
her man was talking to the dispatch fool, and it's like, bitch, if you don't stop asking, and you sound like a fucking robot.
She was pissing me off, but it was just sad just hearing him. Like that was just heartbreaking. Like, can you imagine that shit be like?
No, that somebody just kicked in your door randomly, didn't say anything, and then they just shoot your girlfriend in the stomach.
They shot her 7 times. It wasn't just in the stomach. She got shot 7 times.
It was definitely in certain places.
25 rounds let off with nobody telling them nobody announcing themselves.
Right, just shooting in the fucking place. Like there are kids around.
This shit is
in
crazy,
an apartment building.
And the crazy part is you have military knowledge, knowing what will happen to you. Like if you was to do some shit like that around foreign countries, you in jail for half your life. 15 years is light work compared to actually. Yeah, military, probably 15 years for the first time. But as that shit progresses, you're going to be in there for a long ass time. Military police do not play the military don't play when you kill innocent civilians. Even if they somewhat provoke it, like throw rocks at you.
Grab your chair over there.
Yeah, it's your ass. You about to be locked up for a long ass time.
Here we go.
Nigga.
Ah, shit.
We got the hermit.
What you got over? What you got in there, Culero? What's good, boy? We got the mic for you, boy.
Yeah, we already introduced you, bro. You gotta come through.
Just get you a chair, boy. Just get you a chair.
Make sure you make your way over here. Get your thoughts on some things.
Oh shit.
But yeah, so the Breonna Taylor thing is super, super sad and tragic, man. She got shot up in the stomach. They didn't say anything during the whole time. Over 25 shots were fired with no announcement. 25 rounds,
But
and because they took the settlement, now they can't charge the police. They're basically
because that's all they do is try to
saying that no one's at fault.
The fucking mayor gave the most shitty apology I've ever heard in my life. Like that nigga said,
sit over here.
How the way he described that apology, it was just like, here, just take the money and just leave me alone. Don't bring up her again. You got your money, just shut up. That's all. That's all he was pretty much saying with that half-ass apology.
And he didn't. You're not lying. That definitely was a half-ass apology.
Like,
he didn't seem like no type of sincereness in that.
There was no sincereness because when you really in that type of field of work, the motherfuckers don't have no emotions because they know they're going to have to cut people up pretty much to get where they want to be. You got to make some dirty-ass deals where you're going to have to just pretty much kill your own humanity.
Yeah, that shit's fucked up.
And
then,
go ahead. No, because I was just seeing how some politicians work. Well, when it comes to making certain moves to make themselves great, and it's like, damn, can a nigga do something honorably without having to do something dirty? And apparently not, because it's always something. Yeah, they look nice and shit on camera trying to get your vote, but in the background, this nigga dirty as fuck.
Yeah, man. And we seeing that it's coming out with these like political ads and people trying to do research on these politicians, which bring back, it kind of goes full circle with what we was talking about, how we need to know who we vote for. But it's a damn shame that we have to do so much digging to know who we are voting for. Like, we should actually have a good understanding of these people, and it shouldn't just be the president. It should be, you know, your local guys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now I'm gonna go. You said the president and all that as well too. With that, made me think about something that I was hearing earlier. Though I agreed with some of it, I don't like these niggas. Like, I don't like them. Mm-hmm. But I agree with some of the stuff that they do say when they say it. Right. But there's a lot of shit that I don't agree with them. I don't know if y'all know them two light-skinned twins. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck their name
them
is.
Niggas, the Hodge twins.
Is that I don't like them, but sometimes they have valid points on certain things that they say. Like, certain things they say.
Well, because conservatism is like, it actually, conservatism has good points in it, and that's the part that they go hard on, is that they are conservatives. Yeah. But they so much conservatives that they have just totally just said fuck any ideas that the Democrats had, that they've aligned to the Republican Party and Trump.
Yeah, they had me dying on some shit though, but they were covering on Cardi B or so, and just how she was talking to Biden in the interview, saying that she wanted him to basically stop the violence on black people and just a whole bunch of other shit. And they were saying, like, that's like any other law. They're put into place to stop it, but that doesn't mean that the shit's gonna fucking happen. Like, what can the president truly do? Like, he can sign all these orders, but people still are gonna fucking basically do what the fuck they want.
That's the damn truth, man. But I mean, at least when we got laws,
what did y'all think about that?
It actually add up to something, though. It'll give more of a deter. I think that's what it is. Deter from the bullshit happening. Yeah. You know, so like, it's.
What did y'all think of that though? Her, we didn't watch that. That's one thing I should have fucking pulled up, was the interview with her and Biden. Did y'all watch that?
She interviewed Biden. I thought she only interviewed Bernie.
No, she interviewed Biden.
Saw it, but it was so long.
But what do you think? What do you think on that? Just because, like everyone else's opinion, as well as mine's too, I kind of feel that same way as well too. But Biden ain't giving interviews to anyone else. Nope. He didn't give them to anyone else. He ain't did them with even news stations.
But honestly,
he gives an interview to Cardi B.
Mm-hmm. He gave an interview to the Breakfast Club or to Charlamagne the God.
It is, and you know why? Like they said, she has 72 million followers. She got more followers on her shit than news stations have. 72 million followers. He knew what the fuck he was doing, because like they said, when he got on there with her, they were basically saying that all her fans or whatever, the people that follow her, are just probably as ignorant as she is, that they're gonna vote for Biden just because. Like, she did sound kind of like a fool though on the shit that she was saying.
I mean, shit, you can't totally.
I mean, I'm not gonna downplay her because she's at least trying to, but she just.
But we can't totally rely on.
Other people.
No.
Or politicians.
Celebrities.
So, exactly.
Celebrities. But I feel
100% correct in what they're saying and the manner they're saying either. But we just look for the points and see where their general drive is and what they support.
And see, that's what I hate though, is that when people do that shit, look to
what's up
famous people and shit to see what their opinion is and how they like.
Yeah.
We somewhat, but it really doesn't matter.
It's kind of like how. Like how certain people always try to make a new generation this type of leader. We had Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Now it's like our generation now, they just want to use celebrities that has a high pedestal because they listen. But these people sometimes don't really have a podium of respect because they either ratchet, stupid, or just ignorant.
I mean, you just have to be on an intellectual level, I feel.
Or doing it just to sell their shitty music.
Exactly. And actually, Malcolm X, I'm glad you brought them up because that came out of nowhere. But Malcolm X did say, like, you can't be expecting them to be our leaders because their power is taken because they're entertainers. They're not a real forceful person. Like, you can't.
They're not in the mix no more after so long. Once you get up so high, you're not among the normal people.
No, but you're not somebody that we're gonna expect to actually have 100% people behind you on something. People want to hear you. People want to see you, but people will they really follow you?
They really expect you to do stuff like, every time when motherfuckers go for a march, it's like, what black celebrity gonna be there? And if you don't show your black ass there, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you ain't for the cause." But it's like, nigga, I could be doing other better
But
stuff.
even if
I'm
you
gonna
are there,
I'm gonna give you a good representation. But the reason why though is because Muhammad Ali was the best celebrity / sports person that ever was into politics. It had a political movement that people could get behind. Muhammad Ali versus Floyd Mayweather. Now, if Floyd Mayweather said that he wanted to do some shit, I don't think people would be behind it because Floyd Mayweather hasn't been very vocal about changes and shit. Nope. Nigga didn't give a fuck about the Gucci.
He would have to have a very
he don't got his
strong team behind him.
His street cred, bro. He ain't got no street cred for real.
My whole thing that cuts him out, which is there's that, but that just cuts him out is because you have to be into literature and looking like reading shit, this, that, and other. And my nigga can't read at all. Like that's why I said he'd have to have a team behind him to tell him like this is this. So I just said like he would have to literally like. I'm sorry, like that's just that's apples to oranges, bro. That's apples to oranges. Like, they both fruit, but they two different things, my nigga. I'm telling you. That's
okay. Well, look, I'll take it all the way back. How about this? Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier. We don't really have Joe Frazier being that leader in politics, like having a political movement.
You could use
shit, but with Muhammad Ali Tyson. Though he was very vocal. Yeah, you could use Mike Tyson as well. But Muhammad Ali though he was very vocal about everything about the changes and things that ain't happening. He said it straight up like this is how I feel. This is what is being done to people around me. This is what I see, and this is the reason why I can't act the way you act. I can't be happy about things. He wasn't happy. I don't feel like Muhammad Ali was happy about his money. I've never seen a lot of things about Muhammad Ali flaunting his money, being like stupid into having money.
Nope.
He was more. He was stern, man. He was more into being great at what he did.
Mm-hmm.
He had great pride in himself. He didn't let materialistic things judge him.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And it goes back to what you were saying: is that entertainers and celebrities they be ratchet, they be stupid,
they're very materialistic.
Funny. Yeah, and they sell they're selling themselves, but they selling the stupidity part of themselves.
That's what they were
showing the lower vibration of people.
That's what they were talking about when they were talking about Cardi B. That was like how you got Womp out. They was going in for a second because they was saying because Joe Biden was like, oh yeah, my daughter's a big fan. He was like, they ain't no in that motherfucking family playing no WAP. They ain't up in the Biden house playing no WAP. Like he was like they playing some classical this, that, and other. No, I know that, but still.
The thing is though that sticks with Cardi B as opposed to a lot of other celebrities. And I'm gonna tell you another one that's a celebrity right now that you can actually get some awareness on is Plies. And it's like him and Cardi B, like they had some wretched ass. That nigga got Sweet Pussy Saturday, got all.
There's that, but it's a difference as well too. Like when they were saying like how she was talking about setting up niggas and robbing.
Oh yeah, she cried about that shit too on the fucking IG live.
But still, she said it though. Like set that nigga up and rob. Like come on now, and you over here interviewing presidents. Like okay,
but I think that's like Melania doing some shit like that.
What?
Just if Melania was do some crazy shit like that, what Cardi did, that would just be.
She's the president's
that's
wife.
Some crazy shit though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got to give her a lot more clout. If Melania did it, I'd expect it because she is the president's wife.
Yeah, but she's stupid. Dumb as fuck.
Okay, I'll give you that. Her ass hella just hijacked all
the great speeches from niggas
from Michelle Obama. But I want to go back to the what we was talking about with the celebrities, man, because this is a good topic. Is that listening to celebrities like I would say like Cardi B and Plies, it's more so for awareness, and they using their platform consistently for the awareness, for the vote, and like this is what's going on. Yeah, but like people that are just talking about it and there's some people that talk about it and don't do anything to change it. Like her actually doing the interview with Biden is something that's actually pushing towards it. Like if she starts giving you sources and shit to look at, like that's a good thing. Like when Plies actually was bringing up how it was one of his most recent videos, and he brought up how God damn my mind just went blank. Fuck. I can't even think of it now. But dude, he gives really good comparisons, like basically like what happened with this shit over here with the white people, and then what happened over here, and they consistently keep doing it and showing it to you. I mean, it's not so much for the racism part of it, but he actually goes into the legal part of it, and it really surprises me how much knowledge that nigga Plies has.
Okay, so I give you that on Plies, but I'm still not giving you Cardi B. Though she's bringing awareness, I will say that she's bringing awareness. But I feel like she's clueless as to what she's talking about. She doesn't know the full context of everything. Because she was sitting there talking about she don't want to pay taxes, or taxes too high. But Biden wants to increase the taxes among the wealthy people. This, that, and other as well too. Like he wants to tax them 80%. So I mean, has she done her homework to really know? Like
no.
She's
trying to be a people's champ as well, but
enlighten your people and not just give them some.
Her giving those interviews is her giving people a reason to look at a politician. Think about if Cardi B did that with.
But think about the money she's got though. She can get people to come and tell her, like to school her on the politics. She'd be like, "Can you at least come tell me so I at least know so I'm a little bit more aware and know what I'm talking about to this, that, and other and shit. So I'm not just out here spitting some random shit.
You have a point, but it goes back to niggas being materialistic. What would you rather spend your money on? A brand new car with rims and shit on it, or somebody to help you give pointers?
I mean, for real, you don't even have to pay them though. If you put yourself around the right people.
But most people,
I need you to walk that one down.
They're just gonna talk about it though.
I need you to walk that one down. Somebody's gonna give me pointers versus somebody's gonna buy or spend on a new car. What you mean by that, bro?
Because, like I said before, most celebrities are materialistic. All they do is spend their money on shit that they don't even need. But like for that interview, trying to get more politically correct or just learn more about politics. If I was in Cardi B's position,
okay, I like that.
I would have definitely have somebody teach me some things. I wouldn't have to pay them. I mean, at least my friend group, I know niggas will teach me stuff. But her, it's like you got suck ups and yes, man.
I'm pretty sure she don't know Biden's stance at all.
She don't.
Nah, I don't think.
And that's the whole point. Is like I would at least know his stance so that you're a little bit more aware when you're talking to him. Because even him looking at he looked at her like she was crazy as he talking to her like. Because she just asking because the first thing she goes is Trump. We got to get Trump out of here. I don't like Trump. Got to get my taxes down.
That's equivalent of literally the Boondocks when Granddad when Obama was first in getting elected and Granddad was thinking, well, he's gonna lower my taxes. Actually, he plans on raising the taxes. And then as he kept trying to make pointers to make Obama more agreeable to him, the interview was like, nigga, he ain't say that shit either. And Granddad was
basically,
was like, then what that nigga gonna do then? Exactly. Like, if somebody did that shit to Cardi B, she was like, what the fuck he gonna do? I feel like she was snapped the same way Granddad.
But it wasn't that though, and that's where I'm saying about Cardi B is that it's not that though. She sees her. I said the people's champ because she's
trying, but I feel she can go a little bit further than what she's doing.
Definitely though. That's why I was saying, and you agree with Plaza because he actually gives you good examples. He can give you bases on certain things. I don't feel like she does it. She's just a celebrity, just talking about the shit. Mm-hmm. But she does have the power of giving people the vote.
Feel the way she was talking, it just feels like she's more kind of speaking from what she hears from everyone else and just kind of going off of it.
Oh, one of them.
Almost in a sense, like Trump being in a bubble. Yeah.
But
you just kind of hear people different talks and session and other point of views, and you're like, oh, now you build a whole point of view on it. Like, I don't like that. Yeah, he's the same way.
Speaking of Cardi B though, Cardi's got some shit going on in her life.
Oh yeah.
And
Offset.
We all for people having love and shit in relationships, but her relationship with Offset looks like it's over.
Yeah, that box back on the market.
Exactly, nigga. Single Cardi B, boy. Oh, this shit about to be wild. Her ass is already going crazy.
We gonna get a piece. I mean, shit.
Just throw a piece out there so I can get a piece.
Nigga, you got to fight so many niggas for that last piece.
You ain't lying, nigga. Half the play.
She be all on dick. Ow. Like, no, girl. You need to.
Say okay.
Ow.
That's odd as fuck. I'll still be.
Well, she even said something during the interview. She was like, "What is?" Because she normally does like the or whatever, but she was like or some shit like that. After on the interview with Biden, she said that shit. She was like,
"Yeah, I'm sure, man. Pandering is a real thing."
But
you know what, boy? If I ever hit one of them female rappers, boy. I just want her to spit the verse while I'm hitting. Just spit the verse. Bounce that ass to that shit. Hell yeah.
I rather just hear her moan.
Nah, I want to hear all that nasty shit.
It's not
nasty shit.
Ow, daddy.
Yeah.
Hey, that ass is mesmerizing. I'm probably gonna be tuning her out anyway.
I don't know.
Voice.
Her voice just it doesn't.
Hey, it's either her or like.
I mean, she just had to keep her mouth closed probably, and we just put on some.
Hey, it's either that or
we'll put on some
chick
moaning sounds in the background.
You ever heard of a New York chick?
But I don't know if I would want to.
Just period.
No, I'm talking about.
Bro, you be giving them a bad rap, bro. I've heard you say that a couple times. What is wrong with New York chicks, bro?
They rough as fuck.
Son.
Tough, bro. But they not that like, bad, no, bro.
I mean, some of them are cool though. It's just like the really hood nigga ones that be bad as fuck though.
Yeah, but you can't deal with nigga bitches, period. We don't like nigga bitches. For all the women living, we don't like nigga bitches. Please don't be acting like a fucking gangbanger and shit while we dealing with our relationship problems. Don't be calling me B. Don't be calling me bro. Don't be saying son. Don't come at me with that shit. And you know what's
the crazy part?
That bro
the same
shit.
Ones that low key hit you up on like you get them drunk enough, they're low key trying to get some dick from you one day, and it'll be the most awkward day because it'll catch you off guard.
Yeah, it's that like, bro shit kill me.
I know,
bro, bitch, don't call me, bro.
Some dick. Like, man, that shit.
Let me call you bitch, like,
I'm trying to be cool.
Bro, we not homies. Come on, bro. We not niggas.
That be the ones
you calling me, bro.
Like,
if you don't be a lady, shit.
Like, what?
Yeah, going all the way in with it, like talking like she really your bro.
You have a box, don't you? Like, what the fuck? That shit ain't gay.
Yeah, I can't get down with that shit.
This bitch talking about she wanted to play PS5 and drink
beer
with her.
No, hell
no.
The
ones that be throwing them beers back be throwing me off a little bit. I'm just like,
damn, bitch, you got any feminine tendencies?
Besides that ass, that's all I see. I mean, you got some
titties that jiggle. I love the jiggle, baby, but can you just talk to me nice?
That's funny as hell. But yeah, so since we was on this Biden shit, what about this nigga's
gun control?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. What do you think about that?
I think. No, I'm gonna let you go ahead.
No, I asked you. What do you think about that?
Oh, okay, bro. Yeah.
I'm gonna let you answer. I said, what do you think about it? No, I'm gonna let you answer.
What's your name? You said it in the introduction. I didn't see you. I was looking.
You good. Go ahead.
I think that, man, this nigga Biden is really pushing for this gun control. I only think the reason I feel a little, I'm half and half with this shit, right? Not even half and half. That's not even a good way to say it. The way I feel about gun control is, man, I understand the shit with the ARs. I understand the preventing the mass shootings and shit like that, man. And I mean the AR-15s and shit like that. I understand that they don't want people to be able to commit mass murders and crimes with these guns. But at the same time, man, we live in America, and America was built on the Second Amendment, man. And I feel like we should be able to own our guns. But the thing is, with Biden's gun control, man, you gotta look at it this way. So look, he's saying something about assault rifle ban, but this is how the people won't let you look at it. I swear to God, listen to me.
All right.
Some people are gonna say, oh, he's gonna take the assault rifles, and then he's gonna take everything. He's slowly going to make his way with the stripping of weapons. And basically, we won't be able to defend ourselves. But think about it like this, though. Like, if you think that we could be able to control anything like AR-15 and shit, then people will start thinking shit like having a fucking tank is cool or a rocket launcher is cool. So there is certain lines you got to draw so that you can prevent certain measures.
Right. People do own tanks and rocket launchers.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but sometimes they be old as fuck.
They are old as fuck.
But some of it don't make sense.
At the gun show, you can buy them bitches.
Why do you need that shit?
Nigga, I saw RPG. I was like, I want to buy that so bad. Yeah. I can do it.
If you ain't in the military,
when would you ever be able to shoot it?
When the time comes.
If you're not in the military,
where would you literally have to have you'd have to have your own like 100 acres or so.
Let me ask you this: do you know somebody that got a grenade?
Huh?
Nigga, I've literally thrown a grenade, nigga. That shit should never be thrown. Nobody should ever have a fucking grenade. That shit, it's crazy, bro. I'm telling you,
stupid people shouldn't own grenades. Let's just go with that. Shouldn't.
Oh, I thought you said stupid people should own grenades. I was like, damn.
No citizen should own a grenade.
I will have me a whole grenade pack right here. Try me. Oh, you want to shoot this bitch up? I'll blow all y'all up. Try me.
They're going to have a cigar, too, out of his mouth.
Nah, it'll be a blunt.
You niggas be watching too many movies.
I know, right? Yeah.
Nah, that's a straight.
But yeah, no, bro. I'm saying though, the impact that that shit has, just like a fucking rocket launcher, bro. Like, where are you gonna be at if you ain't somebody that's out in the field and on your own area, basically where your rules is it? Which, you know, you want to keep AR-15s and your handguns and all that shit in the house where somebody don't have to infringe your rights. Because when you're in your home, you don't want nobody telling you what you can have in your home.
Pretty much, you gotta keep your guns a secret.
But when you walking around with AR-15s or walking around with this big ass shit, then that makes people feel unsafe.
Very unsafe.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about it. I mean, I feel like definitely. I think I just came up with a good idea. I feel like definitely that AR-15 shouldn't be something that could be carried. I feel like it's something that they could use and have at a gun range, and you can still have it for self-defense. You can have it for hunting. You can have it for all of that shit. But if you are carrying a fucking AR-15
in the fucking grocery store,
oh yeah, if just in public,
then I feel like that is a good start. But I don't feel like I'm not with total gun control though, because I need my guns for my protection.
We
because
just need certain
people are crazy.
That's all.
People are bad. Yeah.
Like even with Obama, he may not did a great job on his presidency for real, in my opinion. But at least when he did his gun control or gun restrictions, he made sure that motherfuckers have a psychological evaluation that deemed them worthy of having guns.
Right.
Because Trump just threw that
during
shit out
the Obama term.
Huh?
During the Obama term,
It wasn't it?
they had to have psychological shit to get a gun.
Trying to implement it.
I'm about to say because I bought a gun during the Obama term and I walked in and out that same day. Like they did a background check on me, but there was no psych evaluation. Oh yeah, they definitely did. I was about to say they didn't do no psych evaluation on my ass though.
That's what I mean.
No, they need to do that psych evaluation on your ass. Fuck the background check. You can get it. There's people with squeaky clean background checks, huh?
You be all right with a psych eval on the fucking background?
You might as well to get a gun. I mean, I don't know.
Sometimes psych
okay, what would that psych eval?
I don't know. It just if they just have certain questions that they'd ask, they could just tell if a person's crazy. Because a person that is crazy or going to lose their mind is going to ask her or going to answer certain questions certain ways. Because they give you multiple questions and you just ask it certain ways.
Crazy happening in their life, like have this person already been in the nut house already? It's probably already on his record, so it's like.
No,
they literally they would literally break down how you even talk to people and shit. They would ask like, if someone approached you and asked you this, how would you handle this part here, or if this, that, and other, and they go do different ways and different things. Because I actually did this evaluation like that to tell me what type of person I was, as far as like.
You're going too far into it, but
no, I'm just saying that the shit when I did that, the shit was so true.
At certain jobs, though, if you get a job, certain jobs will have a test exactly like that.
Yeah, all of them have.
And they like, will you go to the manager for this? Will you be able to handle this and shit like that?
Yeah,
and that would be perfect, bro. I 100% agree with you because because you are auditioning. If you are auditioning to be a gun owner, and if you are a gun owner in the United States, you need to be qualified. Mentally as well as the background shit as well. So I think that was a really good idea.
For real?
I don't know. I don't think it should consist of anything more than that.
You guys knew that.
Was that?
Well, yeah, you want no crackhead mixing the blood. But even
the way I see it is, if they do psych evaluations before you donate blood, you should do psych evaluations before you purchase a gun.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
they make you do psych evaluations before what?
They give you a few psych.
Remember, like how you donate plasma and stuff. They have you fill out a little questionnaire.
Oh yeah.
Just make sure you ain't on no shit.
Make sure you ain't on no drugs and shit.
Yeah. Even though them motherfuckers be lying.
These are things that we need to know though, man, because you don't want to have somebody that's gonna take that gum and straight up just walk around that motherfucker in a space that it's not needed. You know what I'm saying? And make this nigga seem dangerous, man, because it's a lot of dangerous people, bro.
A lot of stupid, dangerous people.
Yeah, but and some of them are in the police.
Not some, it's like half.
It's a lot of them in the police, man.
Too many bad apples
so
in that
we
bitch.
went on Biden a little bit. Let's talk about how.
Let's talk about the police.
Let's talk about the police.
We already talked about the police. Let's continue on how they got problems.
Right, bro. So
not all
the first, and I'm gonna kick the fucking door down and tell y'all that all this shit is going on about police reform and everything. But listen to this fact, and you can go and look up the Breonna Taylor documentary that Nick Cannon just put it out on YouTube. Nope. Y'all need to go check that out. It's only 38 minutes long, and it gives you a good breakdown of everything. Show it to everybody. Share it. Yeah,
I only watched a couple minutes of it, but it definitely. Yeah, I'm going back to it. I'm going back.
It's very fruitful. 12 days out of all the days of 2020, there were no police homicides. So out of all the days that we've had of bullshit coronavirus, protests, 2020 bullshit, only 12 of those days the police did not kill someone.
Well, I feel like through those 12 days, that's when fucking that Tiger show came out.
How do you get that connection?
Carol Baskins and shit.
Yeah, so everybody was in there talking about. Everybody hated Carol Baskin together.
Everybody was willing to snitch on the cops.
Did you see that her husband's family took out a commercial ad because she's on Dancing with the Stars?
No shit.
So they took out a commercial ad during Dancing with the Stars, like calling her out or so, like
no shit.
Trying to seek justice for him.
Petty.
Yeah, but as well too. I even heard that they found remains of him in the zoo or some shit like that.
Oh shit.
On their property or some shit like that.
They still walking.
They ain't got shit on her, so.
Yeah, I guess, bro. But they say Carol Baskin did it.
Okay,
she was a smart motherfucker.
They really hated her, but they said
to a sense. Come on now, who else get away with murder?
A lot of
Carol Baskin, OJ,
police.
OJ got away because the glove didn't fucking fit. If it wasn't for that nigga.
Carol Baskin got away because she fed that nigga the tigers.
Niggas ate
killed
everything.
Her husband, whacked.
Nigga, fuck that song.
Don't act like it didn't happen.
Hey, that nigga from the hair on his head to the toenails on his toes.
Carol Baskin.
But man,
her
people keep talking about power to the police, man, giving power to the police, and I bet y'all heard it. Y'all listening like MSNBC and Fox, and and a lot of the Republicans is really saying it. But I think it's the most ridiculous thing, man, because the police have the power. The police have the power to kill you and get away with it.
Literally, they have
but they're trying to make it.
Did you see they're trying to make it a federal offense?
What, the film?
To kill the police?
Federal offense to
Nigga,
kill
it's been worse than that. You kill a police.
No, but they're trying to make it a federal. It's not a federal offense to kill a police.
Nigga, if
I don't believe so.
Kill the police, nigga, you get more time than
yeah, but it's not a federal offense though.
Like what they do now,
they're trying to make it a federal offense now.
More time because they do it on some petty shit.
But people are arguing like, how the fuck are you gonna make that a federal offense? But yet police still out here just killing innocent people.
Yeah, it's not an offense,
and they're not getting charged.
You literally gotta kill that motherfucker like in the most legal way. You gotta have
that's now that we're talking about that. Now that we're talking about that would jog me on them niggas earlier that I was talking about. What pissed me off about them because they were trying to say that a policeman shooting an unarmed person is the same as you shooting a person who comes to break into your motherfucking house.
Nigga, that is not equivalent at all. Y'all some bitch ass niggas. That's why nobody likes him.
And they was like, you don't know if his life was threatened by them. This, that, and the unarmed.
That's that bullshit right there.
Okay, they had me pissed on that one. They had me pissed on that one. Like I said, a couple shit that they're saying at the beginning was cool. This, that, no, they cool on some shit, but then there's some things that they just taking it just sounds dumb. Like just sound dumb.
Gil on these, man. Gil, you back, bro? I want to know what you feel about the power of the police and this police brutality. Give us a couple minutes of your thoughts on the shit that's going on.
A couple minutes,
bro. This is news to me because I've been unplugged.
He really has.
I have not caught up with anything that's going on.
Holy shit.
You know, the most recent news that I've caught on is just, that girl dying or got shot up. That's only news.
Breonna Taylor's settlement.
As far as
she got $12 million. Her family got $12 million for that. But a lot of Republicans and not just Republicans. Let me not say that. But often a lot of people that are in the news media are saying that that the police need more power, and that all of this movement that we're going in on with the police reforms is taking away their power to do their job. How do you feel about that? Do you think that the police need more power or any power given back? Since your hiatus, do you feel like there has been some I don't know who's like the police strip of power?
I feel like they need to downsize the police personally. Woo! That's my opinion.
And I feel you right there. Just
let him say right now, when times are slow, I feel like it's just slow. When I pass by a police gas station and I see like an armada of cop cars and motorcycles just parked up, and they just conversating, having conversations or whatever, they ain't got nothing else to do. Yeah, they need to chop that down.
Right. Exactly.
I got something to that. Now, you know, he's right about that. When I say that one, just because they already know that they got too many fucking cops.
Too many.
And you know how they know they got too many? Because they always trying to meet a quota. Because if you don't get that quota, if you don't meet quota, then that means that you don't need that many cops because there's not that much shit happening. But because they're always trying to meet quota and getting this, that tries to prove that they need the cops, which you fucking don't. Like,
really don't.
they be just pulling niggas over for no fucking reason and giving them fucking tickets.
Talking
like, that's not a quota. Go catch some shit.
Like,
Go watch some actual shit. Like,
right, we got pedophiles out here, nigga.
I can see it maybe on the weekend nights when they know niggas is lit and fucked up. But come on now, when it's 10 o'clock in the morning, motherfuckers going to work, this, that, and other, you pulling them over, fucking holding them up, fucking them up, they job shit up, this, that, and other. Come on now, over some dumbass shit. Speeding, we going 80 miles an hour in a 65. They go 80 in Texas. What the fuck is the difference? Like, what the fuck is the difference? Like, come on now.
All these lanes
what the fuck?
Up to 90 in Texas, actually.
Please, like, come on now. Let's
get
get it together here.
Real nigga
Like,
shit, real nigga radio.
Nigga trying to pull you
and I mean, I understand during like the winter times and shit like that. Yeah, definitely be cautious, definitely. But come on now, don't be fucking stupid.
Just be on the phone too much.
But that ain't gotta be your MO though. Is to make a quota. You can't put a quota on fucking crime.
Right.
What the fuck is going on? So
Crime is
that means
unsuspected.
exactly. And you're supposed to react. It's supposed to be more reactive than over policing and being preventative. I understand, but it's supposed to be that we don't want anything bad going on. But that you do it to the communities where there's a lot of people, and you don't do it to like the suburbs and shit like that. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this right here. This is the reason why we can't give more power to police, because of the unfair treatment. And I'm gonna quote this. Think about this. If you talk to a police officer and you ask a police officer, there's a criminal that lives across the street from you, and they say they deal drugs and they got some sexual shit going on, like what they call it, sexual trafficking and shit going on.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? What are they gonna do? And the cop is gonna say some shit like they're gonna set up a sting operation on them, right? Yeah. Okay, so look, think about this. So you talk to the cop supervisor. The supervisor has somebody that lives 100 yards from his house. He's going and he knows this is a criminal 100 yards from his house, and you're gonna say, what you gonna do about that criminal? He's gonna set up a sting operation, right? Mm-hmm. Am I in that right? So he can catch that criminal. So what the fuck is the difference between you setting up sting operations for those areas that are close to your house or away from the supervisor's house, and sting operations that are going down in crowded neighborhoods, inner city neighborhoods and shit? You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be a bully. Why can't you do it the same way that you would police your neighborhood? Just because these people
care about this area.
Just because they ain't got as much money as those other neighborhoods don't mean that you can treat us differently.
Right. Like
you need to police us the same.
Like, you can still die by a gun, my nigga, just because you live in the suburbs.
So until they get that through their heads, they don't need no more power. Right now, you need to strip the fuck out of them, because they believe that they can kill somebody and get away with it without any probable cause. Because they didn't have probable cause to kill Breonna Taylor or Tatiana Jefferson or Sandra Bland. These are black women. They haven't gotten any justice. In this punk ass settlement, it don't really prove anything. You know, I'm gonna wipe my tears with this fucking money, but they family still got a chance of being killed because of their color of their skin, or being mispoliced, not properly policed. You know what I'm saying? So, man, defunding the police is a good thing. I feel like in the terms that we speaking of right now, because militarization has not really helped our country to where we're going right now.
It just makes things worse. People already on edge on stuff.
Like, let's be real. Like, if we want to put cops to good use, why isn't there no more cops posted around places like hospitals and things like that? Maybe that might prevent a shit ton of Amber Alerts going around. You know what I mean? Babies being stolen, kids being stolen, and stuff like that, left and right. I mean, it just came into my
because
head.
that's the whole part of
it.
Since you said that, I
was about to say it's all part of the scheme there.
Shit. On y'all. Just some interesting. You know, I come with the fun facts and shit. Every fucking Super Bowl is hella fucking people kidnapped and sex trafficked. The Super Bowl is like one of the number one times that people get sex trafficked and kidnapped. Because so many people are focused on this event and they're drunk and shit. They get
people are at their worst.
Got, bro.
So it's just not like paying attention. New Year's Eve too, I bet.
Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna take this time to also bring about a little bit about the cops, man. The reason why we break up the gun control is because those cops in LA got shot they were ambushed by somebody with a handgun. It was 2 cops, and somebody just walked up and shot them. And man, it's because people can't stand for this shit no more.
People getting tired of cops.
People are tired.
It's at that point now, yeah. And you know what's so fucked up though is because it's fucked up. Was it LeBron James? What? LeBron James. Even I believe it was LeBron James. Even gave put money on top of the 100,000 that they were already offering for the. He did that. He put money on top of it.
He did that?
To help find the person.
Oh, and you wanna know what? That pisses me off, bro.
Because why they so worried about these fucking cops, but they ain't worried about us dying.
But you couldn't.
2 cops get shot citizens. Up, and then over innocent shit. The same type of scenario for real. Same type of shit.
You didn't even drop the number. It was but as soon as them cops got shot, it was $165,000 reward.
It was 100,000. It was 100,000.
No, it was 165. Okay,
I could have swore it was 100,000.
LeBron was 100K. So that's what they wanted LeBron to do.
What? You offer money for the nigga that killed some cops, but not Breonna Taylor?
Bro, and they know who killed the cops. And that's what the nigga Plies was talking about. He said you can offer $165,000 to go and find a killer that you don't know, but you know who killed Breonna Taylor. And you can't even arrest him. Deja fucking vu.
No, it's more like insanity.
It is.
You're not lying.
Because they keep doing the same shit. That's what it's like. They think I'm crazy. It's like I'm not. I'm just getting tired of seeing the same shit go on. It's like, bro, if y'all don't, it's a fucking bullshit ass little repetitive cycle.
It is.
And it's always got 2 or 3 outcomes that are very disappointing. Nigga get a family member killed. They finally catch the killer. And then the killer has some crocodile tears. Next thing you know, they get a little sentence. Then next thing you know, the court case over, this nigga either hugging the fucking killer or going to the news saying, I forgive that person. Bitch.
But nonetheless, man, it's just disheartening to color people's eyes because they know that they can't be treated the same. There's 2 different justice systems.
Right. Definitely. Like niggas, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, some people love fucking white girls. Niggas now are a little more paranoid with fucking white girls because they feel like they might get falsely accused and get a charge. And it's like, I understand the fear, my dude.
This nigga over here pouring these double shots and shit. Man. You over here trying to get me lit. This nigga don't even drink.
People to believe a white girl saying some shit,
right?
Then a sister, man, because a lot of sisters be coming out with their
with that bullshit,
shit, and they don't get the justice and shit.
Sometimes it's like it's true, and then sometimes it's not, because sometimes it just involves like some petty shit.
Yeah, but we only gonna talk about the ones that's true.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about ones that's true. You're right.
So you can't, like, we anti all of that, all anti-sexual violence, man. That's it's horrible that women can't be, you know, sexy and free and do that shit and without fucking weird motherfuckers.
And like I said earlier, you know what's fucked up though is it's always it be our brothers in arms or always that's working, you know, to help. Because I know I've seen more than a few of our soldiers and shit get fucking killed.
Yep. And it's all
by officers when they're off out doing something, this, that, and other. And just get fucking killed by an officer when they done went and served their country. Right. This, that, and other. And motherfuckers don't get pissed. It's so funny because people want to get pissed about a nigga kneeling or so about the country. But when they kill a fucking officer or a fucking soldier of the fucking country innocently, there's no outrage on that shit.
Here's the crazy part.
So what the fuck are you talking about the whatever,
bro.
But you not got to stand up for the motherfuckers who actually you'll say like, oh my whatever went to fight, but
pick their battles. That's all it is.
It's stupid.
If it ain't pertaining to white, they won't say shit about it.
That's just dumb.
When Chris Joyner, I think his name was Chris Joyner, the guy that went on that killing spree because he said that he felt like he was a veteran and he started killing police officers in California. Nigga, they brought out 100 squad cars just to kill that man. Because they know he killed one of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of them?
Because the police run as a unit. And he killed a couple, bro. I think he killed like 5 and he affected their families. He was on that shit, bro. He was letting y'all.
He was not playing.
Yeah, bro. Because he felt like he was in a hostile environment, like terrorism.
Pretty much is. I mean, shit.
Because he's trained to fight terrorism. Yep. So that's his reaction. You can't blame him for that reaction because you motherfuckers won't change it. The people in power won't change it. And
but that's one thing too, though, is we definitely got to fucking start standing up and shit because if we willing to go fight abroad for some shit that's not even in our land,
right?
These poor motherfuckers can't even come touch us in these countries. this, that, and other. We sending our troops over to other countries to go fight these motherfuckers, to take shit from them that's rightfully theirs.
Yeah, stealing their resources.
But then want to sit here and not even fight the war that we have going on.
backyard.
But then I was watching something as well too, where they were saying that they're literally trying to incite this civil war. Like, it's gonna be a civil war if this shit keeps happening. Like,
yeah, that's all they want.
Yeah, but I'm not.
and we've already talked about that though, as far as the civil war and shit. Like,
Yeah.
I see it can go there.
It can, yeah.
Because that's what I was watching Joe Rogan. And it was some dude that he had on. Sorry, I don't got this nigga's name. I need to be more right. But he was saying that I guess like Great Britain or so had the same type of shit that they had to do, or that they had did basically, or so, that they had to fight their government or so and shit like that.
Yeah.
And that we're basically headed there right now. Like, everything is just lining up to head that way and shit, with how they're just basically, we got the elites that's not listening to the small nigga and shit.
Of course not.
And basically 80 to 90% of fucking America, they're not listening to.
They're only listening to what money is talking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing that moves them, money. Exactly. If it ain't got nothing, like how some rappers say, if it ain't money, I ain't trying to
That's
listen.
because, for real, with a lot of these motherfucking elites, I feel like once you get to their level where they've been, their type of accumulation of wealth, it's not that they don't care about. They don't. But I would say that they look at, because with the type of money that they got and the type of power, they're at the point now that they're trying to see what the fuck they can manipulate, what they can do, what can they influence, what can they make happen and shit like that.
It's
like
just a game to them.
Exactly.
That's
it's all a
it
game
is.
to them.
Like, they play chess, but it's like we also playing chess with human lives.
And they don't give a fuck because
sure don't.
because they feel that their lives, they're more inferior to us. Basically, they're almost superior. There you go, superior to us. They're almost like Hannibal. If you watch that show Hannibal and shit like that,
They
like
have that
you
arrogant superiority.
he'd eat people because he felt bigger and better than them.
Yeah.
Like that he was.
And there's still people
he was
that
the predator.
There's a cannibalistic
That's kind of like an animalistic type of deal.
That's most of the government is the satanic shit. If you don't see that, they be having
eating parties.
Yeah.
They eat people.
So they call it soul parties or some shit like that.
Shit
Spirit
weird.
parties or some shit.
I think it's I don't know if it's Bill Gates' wife.
Spirit
Somebody's wife that's important in the political scene at the moment is hosting them damn parties.
No, it's no one's wife. It's just a chick. Period. I can't remember her name, but it's just one chick. Period or so that
I know
that does it. She hosts all
she
the.
looks like a witch.
Yeah, she hosts everything. This, that, and other. Lady Gaga actually went to her and asked her to make her famous and shit. And she was like, "Okay, you just gotta start doing it." And she just started making her do all that satanic shit.
The art.
Chick, yeah, you know what's her name? You know her name?
Can't remember her fucking name.
No, but I remember you and me having a conversation
about her. Yeah,
I've seen her art.
It's fucked up, ain't it?
That should be eerie as fuck.
And like I said, they eat people because it's a dominant thing. They see you as prey.
She's very.
You're not one with them.
She's very good at putting out her symbolism as more of a background effect, and you wouldn't notice it unless you're like really focusing on it.
That's cool.
Just like that kitty show.
Was more broad and more open-minded. You could see the stuff that she captures.
We have to see that so we can see
She into
some crazy shit.
I wouldn't say crazy.
What they call them? It was called like Spirit Feast or some shit like that. What was it?
She, I mean,
wait, is it more abnormal?
Spirit feast, but she'll have feasts that emulate where it looks like you're eating.
And it's
abnormal shit.
You're eating, and it's you're doing it.
Cannibalism.
You're doing it.
Also manipulation,
because
pretty much, like hypnosis.
It's no. When they do that, it's the exact same thing. When you go to church and you take the bread and then the wine to represent blood, that's the exact same thing that they're doing right there. Is that you're eating that person, but you're actually engaging in it though.
But if you imagine you doing it,
it's manipulating
that's
yourself.
That's what it means to you and your beliefs. And and that's what you manifest.
Yeah, it's same like I said, in the bread and wine. It's the exact same thing.
What do they say about the bread and wine? Exactly.
It's the blood in the body.
So you can be a part of Christ.
Exactly.
It's all symbolism.
Some crazy shit.
We can go ahead. But yeah, so going from that, just because she automatically connected with Jeffrey Epstein. So going from there, since she connected to Jeffrey Epstein, we gonna connect Jeffrey Epstein to that motherfucker Trump.
Man, on that new ad that they got on
that
the nigga
pedo.
Trump, boy.
If y'all haven't seen it, hashtag pedo Trump. Look it up. Shit is
I'm gonna spell it out for you. Hashtag PEDO.
I'm gonna put it in the. I'll put it in the description.
That might be one.
I'll put it in the
description.
description.
The most obvious. It's the ones you gotta look out for. Is basically like double agents. Ashton Kutcher, I don't give a fuck about him.
Oh, him.
But his name was on that list.
Yep.
And supposedly he's out here. He's the main front. He's the one out here in the main lines battling for sex trafficking and all this other stuff.
But as well too with that, what I say with that, even with that though too, you still have to look at it because that's the same as when people send people when they send people undercover. They're out there with the motherfuckers, but you got to be undercover to be with the shit. Like you can't figure out what the fuck is going on if you're not in the ring and you're not there. So you got to be able to blow. You got to feel the whole thing. So I mean, he got to play his part. I don't know, so I can't speak. It could be, but you got to play your part.
Yeah. I'm just saying though, when
you got to play your part.
I'm gonna let y'all know though, when y'all see this hashtag pedo Trump ad, it's just the evidence and the content they put together, man, is just
it makes them look guilty as fuck.
Yeah,
like nigga, you are just a nasty.
Even at the very end of the fucking ad, they question him about predators, and the girl that was
and he just smiles
with him.
Yes,
just goes straight up and says like, "You're one of them."
Yeah, and he just smiles. Yeah,
he did not deny the fact that she called him a pedophile on TV. And he just like, so bitch, like, bro, okay, I'm watching you.
Man, we got to protect our kids, man, for shit like this.
You're not lying.
Not only just from these big people, like these sex traffickers, but within families, man.
Your neighbors,
like you got
your family members.
Yeah. When you start hearing shit about shit that's going on like that, you got to act fast, act swift, and be quick to nip that shit in the bud because you don't want any of that shit to be passed on to no children or passed on to anybody else or your child to go missing. You don't want nothing to be. You don't want to put your family in danger, and these people are a huge danger. Not only are they hurting people physically, but people deal with this shit mentally. Yeah, and
it's kind of like
it's crazy because it's something that you see that happens in private, but it's so effective that we put it on. It's on TV now. You can see people like the Home Alone kid talking about it and shit. Macaulay Culkin and even Justin Bieber and all these people talk about the experiences they have with people doing predatory shit from them. They being victims in this shit.
Like here's the thing. Like I'll say something very something relating to that. Like it's how like there's been literally years worth of dirt on the Catholic Church on being pedophiles, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Tell me why I'm still seeing motherfuckers convert to them, and I'm like,
that's just a normal practice, and it's more than a normal practice. It's more than a normal practice than you even think about it, and people don't even understand. And I'm like telling people like, you don't even know like.
They statues.
It goes beyond fucking humans. It goes beyond humans. Like I said, it's just a normal thing. Like people don't understand because
mad about this shit.
Look at your animals. Any animal that you get, this, that, and other. They do that shit with animals, which is fucked up too.
Don't like.
It's fucked up too. I mean, I don't know when would be not that. Not that. I'm just saying when it I don't know. It's crazy when it all comes to it. But I'm saying as far as like you got they'll let you'll have a dog that's fucking 1 year old. As soon as it's able to have reproduce, they're mating it. That's on any fucking animal. They're automatically mating it. What makes it any more fucking different though as well too? Like
I mean, they've been doing
and I'm anti that. Like
after a year, you're forcing this to after a fucking year.
I mean, they've been doing it to everything for years. They started off with us.
That's why I said it's normal then. Like, so they look at it normal. They're like, we're doing it to the animals.
I'm actually calm things down, man, because we get real hot about these topics. I can tell.
Right.
But I want to
bring
it down, man, because attacking religion is always something that we could do. We could probably have a whole episode on attacking religions and their practices. But man, I'm gonna tell you, in Mexico, nigga, people have wives in Mexico that are like 12, 14 years old, and this is totally normal.
Because as soon as you can reproduce,
I don't give a fuck about why. I'm just telling you that it's wrong.
We feel it's wrong because we have morals, but when you look at it from an animal standpoint, it's literally reproducing.
There's actually
that's how it is. As soon as you reproduce, you reproduce. It's reproducing. But where it gets nasty at is when you got hella old ass motherfuckers fucking with these young people.
Yeah, it be niggas that
it's a difference when they're young people just doing it. Bro, but when it's older niggas doing that shit, like hella older, that's the problem.
Yeah, like niggas be
if you in
the shit. And it's like, why are
this
you
nigga
doing
Jeff
that?
is heated as hell
I'm
today.
telling you.
Going back to what you
Go ahead, Gil.
Back what you said on that, 14, 13,
Go ahead.
15-year-olds getting married.
You know it. You know.
Hey, the nasty truth though is that shit only gets signed off by the parent.
Yep.
So
the
parent signs off on it.
Yes.
It's okay, you know.
It's like you're selling your kid pretty much.
I mean, but that's because you're. It's with anyone though, because they marry people into other countries. I mean, it's how I look at everything. Yeah, we human. We do think at things at a certain point, but at the end of the fucking day, we all animals here. Yeah. Like we may just be more advanced than other ones, but also, it just is what the fuck it is. Like,
Gil, I also want to bring up that in those kind of countries,
if you were meant to,
poverty is so bad that sometimes you'll catch kids that are teenagers on the street living on their own, so they will take those kids under their wing, and then they use that as the part like, oh well, I'll take care of you, and now you be my wife. Or whatever.
And sometimes those kids are so mentally fucked up like that to they feel like they owe them.
They look at the man and they look at him like, you know what? If he's able to take care of my daughter, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, what'd you say?
I mean, yeah.
Well, like how you saying before, this all like doing some shit like that. It kind of like how when they started doing slave trades across the sands of Islam and stuff like that. Like some of those slaves that like some people that saved
sands of
slaves,
Islam.
Yeah.
What do you mean the sands of Islam?
But it's like the country in Islam, like when they purchase slaves.
You
like
mean over in Saudi Arabia area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Around there.
Go ahead.
So like sometimes like the slave owner will probably have like that one favorite slave that he gives more privilege to, and that slave will feel like I owe you in such great debt. Sometimes it'll be like for the females, like I'll marry you. I'll be she'll be 14, talking about when I get age ready. Yeah, I'll marry you.
Yeah, they definitely do that.
And
like I mean, that's a little bit, and I'm not even saying that that's acceptable, but that's a little bit different dynamic than what we talking about, because we talking about literally getting these kids and having sex with them.
Right.
Like that's what's going on with the sex trafficking
and shit. Eyes when that shit happened one time. When that happened, like some old ass Persian king, he had purchased a little girl to marry, and like during the whole ceremony, she just standing there crying and scared. I'm just like, wow. Yeah, that shit's scary.
Man, I got things to say on everything that y'all said. First, with you brought up religion. There's actually a verse in the Bible that says that it's something similar, very similar. I gotta look it up, but basically, when a woman has their first period, then they're good to have sex with them.
That's regardless. That I'm saying, just period. When you think of it from take everything out that we want to fucking say. If you were meant to fucking start messing with someone or this, that, and other when you were 18 or 19, you wouldn't fucking hit puberty and you wouldn't start ovulating or whatever until that time. Right. Like, it is what the fuck it is, because it's meant to be reproducing. Like, that's the whole point of any species on this fucking earth is to multiply, because you're trying to keep the numbers instead of losing the fucking numbers. So it just is what it is. But when you blow it out to the type of
vibration, though, that's at exactly. Such a low
but when you blow it out to the other proportions, like with these old ass niggas and how they like to just fish on these bitches, no, that's you're a predator. That's a fucking predator.
Kitty cat
you a fucking predator. Like. That's a predator, like that.
They don't even work. I don't know why you doing all that.
No. But this bitch ain't give you nothing. This bitch can't twerk on your D, can't do none of that shit.
Regardless of that, like
that's a fucking sickness though. If you really praying on something like that,
it's because they like the control, because they're older. It's the older, yes.
Doing that. Some people get off on having
and that's
power
what it really is.
Especially somebody that's poorer than you.
Because they're younger, they're naive. Like they don't know nothing. They don't know no fucking better.
Not throw golf topic, but sometimes like how sometimes them school teachers be getting caught trying to abuse other minority kids. They try to do that to get the power over those kids because they enjoy it. Just like that one white bitch that got caught trying to hang a toddler in her basement. Yeah, she was trying to. Well, take that back. There was that one, but then there was also another one too, telling this little black girl. She was literally harassing this little black girl over her skin color. Then her mom caught her on that shit and she beat her ass. But she was definitely getting off on power of abusing someone's kid like that.
Yeah, man, but this shit is something that we see that's common, bro. It actually, you see it right in your face. Even the high politicians, people that got money, they be grooming these kids. They They be adopting kids.
All I tasted was salt.
And then after they adopt the kids, they'll raise the kids and then marry the kids and shit. So it's actually more
that's
easy
weird.
to find and Google and see, man. It's so
adopt
in our
and
face.
marry them.
They adopt them, then they raise the kid and they marry them, and you
Somebody
wonder if
actually
they've been
did
doing
that.
some
Actual
shit.
celebrity did that with his Asian daughter.
His Asian daughter. Yeah, now he's sleeping with her. But that shit happens more often. That's just that one.
It's just that one that was caught on camera.
That was publicized.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
because you raised them.
Yeah, I know.
How the fuck do you raise someone and then fall in love with them?
I guess because they.
You love them, but
I'm not trying to justify it, but just probably the fact that they probably look different than you because it'd be a different race. That's probably why it is. I'm just saying that's probably why he fucking did it. But sometimes people just sick like that though. But we gonna move on to a different subject, make it a little lighter because we going to.
Go ahead.
So I ain't gonna lie, this my nigga though. I've been hearing his shit for a whole year, but my boy Travis Scott got a new deal with fucking McDonald's.
Man.
Y'all, to me, it's cool, but I don't give a fuck just because it's a quarter pounder with lettuce, onion, and ketchup and mustard on it. It just got lettuce and bacon on it. This was extra.
Full dress burger.
It's only for $6.
Exactly, yeah. That's what he said. You get it off or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, with bacon.
Okay. Okay. And he was like, and dip the fries in barbecue sauce. Like, what? Nigga, who?
Bro, he literally is an action figure. Dunking the French fries.
You haven't seen the music video that he has. He has that music video that he does that action figure. No, that he's had with that action figure, period.
I seen the shit.
You seen that one?
Yeah,
well, that's where it came from. Yeah, that's where it came from.
I was like, this video is like literally reminding me of
Do you know what part killed me on that video?
What? When they had the sex part?
No, that was that part. But when he was big and he stared into the window at that nigga, oh my
nigga, you looking at me? You're me.
That nigga had me dying because it just kept going back and forth between both of them, like that shit was funny as fuck. That shit had me dying.
I was literally thinking Robot Chicken the whole time.
Oh yeah, definitely. You definitely got Robot Chicken vibes on that shit the whole time.
Was crazy.
It was a good ass music video though. Definitely.
But, yeah, he definitely got a nice chunk of change for doing that.
Oh, you know he did on that collab.
But honestly though, he
It's trash.
He could make more money with the nuggets.
I've seen it.
Have you had the nuggets?
Hell no.
We talking about them spicy chicken nuggets. If y'all don't even know them spicy chicken nuggets.
Everywhere I've gone, they've sold out.
I had them yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? I had them. I've had them out here. We had them out here. They were out here at this one over here. They cool. They smack. I fuck with them. I still probably eat the other chicken nuggets. I mean,
I rather have the strips.
Everywhere.
Them strips juicy as fuck. I rather eat
the
them.
tenders. Oh, those tenders used to be.
They still are.
But what? They still got the tenders? The selects? They don't got the selects no more.
Last
I mean, when they had the selects, nigga, that's when I worked there, and I was like 15.
I had this.
15. That was 12 years ago.
No, they brought some strips out. And
there wasn't no selects because you got the 3. Was it the 3 or 6? 3 or 5? Okay, 3 or 5. I thought it was 9.
Nah,
you're right.
I thought it was 9.
Because it wasn't like
it's an odd number, but
raised it up by like 4s or something like that.
5 and 9.
Okay.
They was fire as fuck. When I used to work there, but I'm telling you, you get right in them right spots where the camera not pointing.
Yeah.
Cookies. Oh yeah. If you let them set too long, yeah. If you let them set too long, yeah.
When they first introduced them,
no, they were always good, but if you let them set too long, when they started dying down and shit, yeah. My girl, so I'm pissed because I sent you that thing about the chicken sandwiches, and we gonna have to be getting the steak bagel, and it's not here. It's not here.
The
And
what?
Steak, egg, and cheese.
Steak bagel. It did not return at McDonald's, y'all. Jeffing with the homies. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. We out of here. Shit about to fucking go. You got the homie JT in the building. You got the homie fucking Melvin in the building. And we got the nigga Gil in the building. Even though you can't even see him.
Yeah,
there's his hands. But hey, y'all already fucking know what's up. Jeffing with the homies. Tune back in next week. I love y'all. We out.
Why you flicking the fans off?